to just one unboxes, eh? Sorry, whatever's been in my throat the past month or two. Unboxes the Micosoft Surface Pro i5, wait for it, i5-8GB, oh there it is, 128 gig model. And there's finally we are unboxing another tech thing that's making my channel seem a bit more tech-like, which I eventually want to expand to, but that's not gonna happen for a while. I more or less just do them as I got them, which I should have done with my smartwatch recently, but I'm getting better with it, but I just really wanted to use it. And yeah, this is the same thing, but I figure there are a lot of things I want to talk about this, and it's just generally a good idea to unbox this for a lot of reasons. One of them is, oh, excuse me. One of them is, you know, it's a lot of people will be wanting it, so why not show use a lot of people, you know, my channel, as well as the fact that why does it fit into my sorry heat's on sick. Yeah, it's not a good combination, hence why I would normally not do a video if I was my past self. I'm pushing myself to it, so I hope you're all happy. All of you who always doubt me and want me to push myself beyond reason. And that's the case. But anyway, so the Surface Pro, despite lack of quality that comes with it, by the way. But anyway, so that, and how does it fit into my work? How does it fit into my life? Why did I get it? Stuff like that. Why you might want to get it? And just general things to talk about, like that, as well as it is popular. I never really unboxed something like this before. You know, something like an Apple product or anything that's more designer. Well, that's pretty much it, more designer. And let's get you in my hands so I can talk. Okay. So this model is usually, if we look at, okay, we want silver, config faster, 128 i5. It's $199 usually, but Microsoft was being very nice and releasing and having a deep discount on a brand new product. This is brand new. This has been out for even a couple of months. People are still getting out their reviews for it. And yeah, basically it was $200 off for Black Friday, so it's more of a $600. So this was $699 I got from, my grandparents got from the base, aka NSHX, aka the Naval Exchange. Base is just the term you use when you go to the Naval Exchange in a base or what have you. And you automatically know what you mean because it's, you know, it's a major military installation. It's there, and it's a commonly used term. As you know, people who are not in the military, but it's Jacksonville. People know about this stuff. Jacksonville is interesting. Jacksonville explains a lot of my traits, pretty much. And yeah, it's never, no one ever talks about it, which is usually what we want. But anyway, so yeah, so I got an incredible deal on this, and I get to unbox a designer thing. Now you might be wondering, why do I need a Microsoft Surface Pro? You are asking a very good question. Why do I need one? Well, it's because it is really the only Windows tablet that works. you can just end it there. Works for me is an oversimplification of what it is. Because both Windows tablets are, you can use them, but the question is, do you want to use them? Because the thing about these Microsoft Surface Pro 6s is the fact that they are pretty much a laptop now. They are not a tablet running Windows, which is not generally a good idea, which is why tablets typically run Android. Even Apple doesn't use Mac on their tablets. They use iOS. They use their phone. They use their phone operating system or something akin to it, which is interesting. Whereas this is full-blown Windows. It is a full-blown tablet without having to have a keyboard, which is another thing, because the Surface Pro, the Surface series, you commonly associate with having a cover keyboard, which thus makes it like a clamshell, being limited by clamshell design, as in, how do you play games on a clamshell phone? Well, you hold it like this. And it works, but it's not effective. And then this works perfectly. It stays nicely. The Gemini PDA design is amazing for, it's amazing for a clamshell phone, because, it's the only one of its kind. It really should be. And it can just hang like this. If I had a normal phone, it would not fit here at all, or it would be completely flat like this. It would just not do. Whereas this hangs there pretty nicely. Surfaces are supposed to be that way, but I think they fixed it in 6. I could be wrong, but the originals didn't really have that problem, at least according to some tech people that I've watched. So yeah, this is pretty much like the pinnacle, like they mastered the Surface Pro at this point. Or at least I can hope. But yeah, so the thing is the keyboard is $120-something, and then that pin, which makes the Surface Pro into one of the best, or Surface Pro 6, or Surface Pro 6 into one of the best drawing tablets ever, up there with iPad and Samsung, because they all compete with each other. It doesn't go with that either. Why? Why I think is to make it cheaper, because, like, for example, if Microsoft was Apple, which we all thank the world it's not, because only Apple gets to be Apple. Like Nintendo's closest thing to Apple that's not Apple. Yeah, Nintendo makes things. Nintendo used to always sell things at right at what they cost to make. But the Wii U was sold under the cost to make, which makes its downfall even worse. Because if it was no Nintendo system, it wouldn't have sucked. It wouldn't have sucked so badly for Nintendo. But because they were trying the Microsoft strategy of selling technology with a lower price as extra technical costs, like the Xbox 360, it really sucked for Nintendo. Because Nintendo was expecting Nintendo sales, they didn't get that for whatever reason. Wii U's awesome. And also, the reason I need this is to replace the Wii U. Because my Picasso tablet, basically it's replacing a Picasso tablet in every category. Picasso tablet has issues with the RAM, it only has like 2. It's a really good drawing tablet, but the RAM is just utterly terrible most of the time. It's good for drawing, but not much else, which is amazing. It's $100 for drawing. I'm actually going to give that to somebody. I'm not going to let you all know who yet. In case they're watching, that tablet. But anyway. And also, so basically this is replacing, and also it's replacing it as a Wii U, because that's what it's doing right now, is being a Wii U, but that has to be wired in order to really work. I could use Chromecast, but I don't think that works very well for me. Although I haven't really researched it, so that just could be ignorant. That could be ignorance talking, but still. Whereas this is actually could replace it, because they do sell a component which is $39, either $39 or $49, which allows you to connect to a TV. By basically having like a Fire Stick pretty much a Fire Stick that connects directly to the Surface. It's amazing, but people say over internet it gets too loaded and stuff like that. But it's quite literally better than that, because that is just... And another reason why I want a Surface is because of the simple fact that a Surface is Windows. I never liked Android. I like it better than all the options, but I never liked Android. Why did I never like Android? Because Android, for those that don't know, is intended to be used on mobile devices in order for a more compact, for a more compact set of hardware. And people realize, people say it's godlike, as well as iOS, because they don't really use anything but a smartphone, well, I mean, there's other people that like it besides that, but that's generally what I get from people, is that they prefer, they love Android over let's say Windows, and we're always using a smartphone. Hence why phones cost $1,000 now, is because why get a $2,000 computer, or why get a $3,000 laptop, when you can get a $5,000 phone which works the same thing for you, or which does the same thing for you. It's that same category, and this is also that same category. This is a $1,000 laptop made into a tablet form, which I do prefer tablets but slabs. Slabs are typically my grandparents have, because they don't know how to get a conventional phone anymore. Like slabs are, yeah. Slabs are for people that, slabs are for people that want them or need them. I like the Nintendo strategy of close it or it doesn't sell. And this is similar because you have a flap. But anyway, so why Windows? Well, Windows, I can use Windows apps. I can play Windows games, but mostly Windows apps. I can do things to do in Windows instead of having to essentially live in the App Store, which I live in the App Store, and this is actually not as bad as it could be. Android is not nearly as bad as I thought starting out, but still, it's not, but still I prefer having a full PC architecture instead of a mobile phone, instead of a phone architecture or system style. It's just why I prefer, and like being able to just swap things easily between the two, because for example, my thumb drive, which is amazing, and I can easily swap files between the mass computer and the mobile mass computer. But the problem is, in order to get the format, in order to shift big video files over, my Gemini doesn't like it. Do I know if every phone doesn't like it? I don't know. But the default, but it doesn't like that format, so I can't use that thumb drive, which I plan to use on everything, to use it with this without reformatting it, which doesn't work because there's just basic stuff on there. So, having Windows solves that issue. It doesn't like that either, which it very well could. It is a mobile device, because I think mobile, more fun, but anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much why I wanted. That took up 14 minutes, but I'm probably going to par it out, just make it easier for people that want to watch the actual unboxing instead of why I'm getting this in particular. And now you may be wondering, why do you get it over iPad or Galaxy? iPad, because iPad is actually a pretty good option. I mean, they say it has the same performance as an Xbox One. Whether or not that's true or not, I don't know. But it doesn't quite matter, because iOS still has phone games on it. If it was running Mac, like this one's Windows, that would be amazing, but it doesn't. So, like it's saying, like, oh, I'm running an Xbox on iOS. Like, that Xbox right there is iOS. It is a Hackintosh. Like, can it play Halo? No, it can't. This can play Halo Infinite. I mean, it probably can't, because mine is an i5, But it is 8 gigabytes of RAM. It can play Halo Spartan Strike. I know that for a fact. Although phones can play that too. Can it play Halo War? It probably can play Halo Wars now that I think about it. Halo Wars Definitive Edition. And it would probably work well because that's Xbox controls. Would it work well in touch? I don't know, but I can always use, you know, these magical things which some people call myths from the ancient past. Sorry, that was my braces, but they're called mouses. There's one right there. I could use that, and I could plug it into spoilers. But anyway, so that's the reason why I want this. So now let's unbox it. Okay, you need to get back on your tripod. By the way, it comes. By the way, this is the base of base models. And it also comes with, as you can see, it comes in. So it comes in 256 gigabyte, which, let me see, 256 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte. Oh wait, 256 gigabytes of storage hard drive, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and 8 gigabytes of RAM, and i5 i7, and the silver, because basically silvers are the old style, black is the new black. Silver was the old black. You get the idea. I want an i7. In this case, that would be 1,200. That's good sale. Be 1,499 usually. i5 would be 1,199. And it's 999 right now. 5. Then it comes in 512 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes of RAM, only i7. $1,899 on sale. It's $200 off, of course, for oh, there we go, that's better. 199. Okay, 1 terabyte, and these are actually going in black territory. i7 is 2,299 or 2,099. That's only for Cyber Monday. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I just got mine now because I had to ship to the base because I used free shipping or base pickup, which is pretty cool that they do that. Remember the exchange is kind of sort of military run. It's mixed between military and civilian ran, but there's a military installation, stuff like that. Okay, so going to black territory, 256 gigabytes of RAM, 8 memory, 8 RAM, or i5 first. No notifications. 1,199 or 99, i7. 1,499 or 1,299 now. And this is black, of course. 5, 12, 16, i7. 1,899, 1,699. Oh, actually, black doesn't go in 1 terabyte. Interesting. Okay, so it's basically more random. Weird. And I prefer silver. Why? Because silver's the new black. Like silver for that laptop was fancy. Silver for this is just how I came. I wanted it to match my new electronics. Like if we go over here, can't exactly do everything from sitting down anymore. Like for example, in the modern day, black is the new black. You keep using the red versus blue line. Wii U, of the same generation, Wii U, Xbox One, PS4, all black. Switch is still black. And I threw the PS2 in there because I use it a lot, or used to use it a lot, still would use it a lot. And then over here we go to the whites, of the same generation, Wii, Xbox 360. Xbox 360 also came in black for the deluxe version, with the Xbox Elite, originally at least. PS4 was always black. PS2 was always black. PS1 was 90s. So yeah. So I wanted something to differentiate from the old style you know, the old style of those three, Switch maybe. You can maybe call Switch old. It's a hybrid. It's technically the same evolution as the Wii U, same generation, but still. And these are, well, these are the new colors. And also, mass computer dates to 2014. So yeah, it's older than the Xbox, but not by much. Or younger than the Xbox, but not by much. Either way. So knock my phone off. So yeah. So I wanted the silver because it's the new black. It's the new fancy color. It's the new Xbox Elite color. Like if an Xbox Elite would come out right now, it will probably be silver. I mean, and the reason why Xbox, PlayStation are black is because they don't stand out. Because they want to blend into your entertainment center instead of saying, I am a freaking console, look at me. I exist, I'm the good thing. Which they technically still do. They have very good styles, but they blend in better. Which is what the original NES, that's the classic edition, did too. That's what I was going for, the American version at least. That's what I was going for, because that's the Japanese version. Japanese version is white. But still, that's what they're going for at least. To blend in, because they knew or guessed or hoped, or not hoped, but feared that American audiences would not use it because it would look too kiddie. Yeah. By the way, moving on to the thing else I want to say in this quick video. Checking the time. I can check the front. I moved out. Okay. By the way, quick for me. No, okay, that'd be it for this part. Just going over why I needed this. And yeah, basically got this to replace my Wii U. Why I'm replacing my Wii U, you might be wondering. Because the auto jack broke. Excuse me. I'm replacing that because it's too low RAM. The drawing is perfectly fine. Oh, another problem with the drawing is the drawing app. The fact is, the only one I could really find was Autodesk, and while it's a good drawing app, it's terrible for making schematics. Like, I was able to pump out a schematic with something which works great with Surface Pro, that's because it's on their site. And I got for Black Friday, and I was able to, with a mess, I was able to pump out a schematic. Something I couldn't even do with CAD, because CADs are complicated. Pump out a schematic of the super heavy, which I'm going to need to do a video on it. So I will use that app with this. In fact, I got it for this pretty much. But it also works on my other devices, which, if it was Android, I couldn't do that. By the way, anyway, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching.